Ball froze up from the nickel. Ooh. Peyton, tell him catch up. Catch up. I'm popping that. I was next up. You a zero. You a Westbrook.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Brown, the tight ends and tackles coach at Southern University. This is the 16th, yes, 1-6 episode of Trill O-Line Play, where we're going to be talking about inside zone double teams. Thank you guys so much for taking a few moments out of your day to discuss offensive line play with me. So first, we're going to start just with a brief overview of what we're going to be discussing today. First things first, just explaining the inside zone scheme. What is it from the coach's perspective when we call inside zone? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to get? All right, we're going to show a play side double cut up of a play side zone, and then we're going to show the backside double team of inside zone, and then we're going to wrap it up with our conclusion and nugget of the day. All right, so what is inside zone? It's an area blocking scheme. All right, so it's not like what it was 20 years ago with inside zone. It's a little bit more intricate and detailed than it was back when I was playing in high school, and even 10 years ago when I was playing in college, where it is an area blocking scheme, but there's a lot more detail. When you're working double teams, they're not just flowing and everybody just collecting as they climb to the second level. So the first thing is the center identifies what the front is. He identifies if it's even, if it's odd, if it's bare, if it's grizz, which is a two-man bare box, what we call it here is grizz. All right. And then he makes his first call. So he said, hey, me, you right guard, we're working up here to this backer. After he identifies, then everybody else along the line identifies who they're working to, whether they're working a double or they're working a solo block. There are covered versus uncovered rules. If I'm a covered lineman, when we say covered, that means that to my play side shoulder, there's a guy I'm responsible for because that's my area in the inside zone. If I'm uncovered, that means on the first level, there's nobody to my play side shoulder in my area, so that I can either work with an adjacent lineman backside or an adjacent lineman play side up to a second level defender. All right, so that's what we mean when we say covered versus uncovered. And then there's even further detail when we talk about covered versus uncovered rules when we're talking about inside zone. We also believe in thick, violent, evil double teams as we work up to the second level. We want to drive that first level defender into the lap of the second level defender and be violent at the point of attack with them. And we want to roll those guys off the football. All right, because what we believe when we're running inside zone, you should at least get 4 yards every time you run inside zone, based on the alignment of the defender, based on how quality your double teams are on the first level. When we get to the second level defender, we want to finish. Right? Finishing is important, whether first level or second. When you get to the second level, based on film study, you should know how that second level defender plays your blocks with offensive line. All right. Departure angle and contact phase are also very important. That's just your first and second step. That's depending upon the alignment of the defender and how you're going to take your first few steps to get in phase, all right, to execute your block. The punch is critical. Again, almost every episode I talk about a tight tricep punch, where my power is from. I talk about using my hips and exploding and unlocking my hips, driving on my insteps. Again, power angles. You hear me say that a lot. All right, and then finishing the block. All right, so this is a cut up of this fall against Texas Southern of us running inside zone to the left. All right, so I just wanted to draw up and start getting a little bit greater in detail in what we're doing as coaches, so you guys can kind of understand what I mean. So the first thing the center does is he sets the ID. He's saying it's an even front, and then he sets what his double team is. So he decides, hey, we're going to work a double team, me and the left guard to the play side up to the Mike backer. All right. They're going to work a double team together because the tackle can go ahead and just work a solo block by himself, because this guy is in such a wide technique that on inside zone, we know that we're trying to create a crease on the inside so he can just pin this guy out. All right. On the backside guard and tackle are going to work a thick double team, all right, to the wheel backer that's in the block. And then we just send the tight end out on the flat route. All right. Now, the reason why the backside guard can work this technique back, because he's an uncovered lineman. Now, the backside tackle, he's covered, so he's responsible for this guy. He's getting help from the guard to work a thick double team up to the second level. All right, so let's check it out and see, all right, how these guys do. These guys do an outstanding job. They do a great job of listening to all of us, all right, and just understanding the detail of what we're trying to do. All right, so we're going to keep rolling. On this particular play. All right, so we're looking at the center and the left guard work their double team. They do a great job. The center comes off the ball with the mindset that I'm responsible for this guy. I'm not getting any help from my left guard. He does a great job working thick through that guy, knocking that guy over a gap and work up to the second level. It's important that these guys have 4 eyes here on the second level defender so they can see where he goes and how he fits the run. It's very important as an offensive lineman to understand how the second level defenders fit the run. All right. When we're talking about inside zone, and that's a great job here by our left guard. He's getting hands all in his face. He does a great job of taking a play side zone step as an uncovered lineman, getting his second step through the process of the defender, driving him off the ball and creating a lane for the running back to run through. All right. So that's our play side center and left guard working the play side double up to the second level, unlocking the hip, great tricep punch by the center. And the guard, he works a post technique, which we talked about in previous episodes. So that's outstanding job by these 2 guys. All right, Brian Williams and Dallas Black. All right, so this is an inside zone here that we have with split flow working to the backside. All right, so again, the ball is going to the left, but now we're talking about the backside zone double team with the backside right guard and the backside right tackle. All right, so basically the backside right tackle is what he is the covered line. So he's responsible for this guy technically by himself. But because this guy has nobody in his gap and he's uncovered and he's responsible for this second level defender, he's going to work a thick double team up to the second level. And one of these guys are going to come off of the second level defender as he splits for backside to take care of the defense. And tight end's going to split for backside. So here is, let's see how, all right, Jonathan Bishop, who just got announced his first team on SWAC, and backside tackle, Jeremiah Stafford works this double team to the second level. So Jeremiah does a great job, all right, of taking a great departure angle, driving his second step through the crotch so he can go over and cut that backside guy off and taking it on as if he's by himself. Now what Bishop does here, these guys, when we knew these guys play quick and downhill, their linebackers, so all he could do, he still took a play side zone step and got his second step through the crotch, but he helped turn the shoulder for the first level defender as he does a great job of getting up to the second level and creating a crease for the running back to run through. All right, so sometimes when you double team, you have to make fast double teams calls and you play against linebackers that come down here very fast when they see run. So he does a great job of turning the shoulder. You see him, he has his second step driven through the crotch of that defender, turns that defender's shoulder, gets up to the second level. So that's an outstanding job by both of these guys are working a double team. Right. So thank you guys so much for taking the time of your day to discuss offensive line play with me, just breaking down some details. Nugget of the day, trust your gut. A lot of times in life, you want to take advice from multiple people, but it's important to understand you got to follow your heart. God is within us. So you have to listen to the voice that's within us, block out the noise and be able to listen. When God tells you to move or do something, you do it. You don't hesitate. You don't listen to what other people have to say, especially that don't know what's best for your life, or that's not a mentor that's been in your life for a very long time. You move and you trust the inner voice within you, not your emotions, but the inner God that's within you telling you what to do. Subscribe on my YouTube channel, Trill Online Play, and following this drawing. Thank you guys so much just for watching it. Follow me on Twitter, Coach Brown 72. Throughout the week, I just put little bits and clips of the whole episode, but I would love for you